Let's talk about scene tension and how you can utilize it to make your novels so much better. Hi guys, I'm Arabella. I'm an award-winning and best-selling author of these books right here, and the third and final book in my Sailor Moon Romantasy retelling series is coming out next year. I use scene tension a ton in my stories. I'm going to use it as an example here today, and trust me, the second I learn this, it literally is what gives my books their edge and what's going to give you and your books that same edge. So let's get into it. So to start off, what is scene tension? So we know a lot about like what conflict in general is and what tension in general is, but what the difference between scene level tension and like big plot level tension is, like the gravity of it. So scene level tension is smaller and it goes scene by scene, and it's just like a little bit of extra drama or danger or excitement or something in the scene that you can slip in that just makes it a little more juicy, basically. It's what creates a little flutter in your reader's heart when they don't know if something is going to happen or the character is going to get what they want, or if they may get caught. It's like adding garnish to a plate, or adding the final decor to a cake, or even adding the highlights to a drawing. It's this little extra bit of tension that when you add it, it just makes things better. It makes it taste better, look better, and ultimately read better. And so in my debut novel, The Mark of Chaos and Creation, there's a scene where my main character, Kara, is sneaking around this building, and she isn't supposed to be sneaking around, but she is. And so there's a code that she has to get back inside her room, and so she goes around and she finds what she needs to find, and she's scuttling back to the room. And so the first scene tension that I put in there is that the character that she cannot have find her is one right behind her. So there's scene tension right there. He's coming. She knows he's coming. She knows she cannot get caught. The audience knows that as well. So that raises that tension there. I also add a ticking clock. So the two kind of intertwine, but like she's got to go. So the clock is ticking down. Like if she doesn't get back in that room before he comes, she knows she's screwed. The audience knows she's screwed. But when she finally reaches the door, she forgets the code. And he's like right behind her. And she's like punching the code in. She can't get it. She forgets. And what that does is that it just adds that extra level of tension. So imagine the scene without those two things. She's just walking on back and gets in the door. And yes, you could do it that way. It's fine. But when you add those little elements of the guy coming, the clock ticking, and the fact that shit, now it's making it all so much worse because she's so nervous she forgot the code to get in, and she could potentially genuinely get caught and face all those consequences. That's what gets the reader like, go, 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 like, what are you doing? Like, get inside! And that's how you want to think when you're developing scene level tension. It's all about knowing what the character wants or knowing the consequences for something bad happening, and playing upon that, playing upon what the reader knows, and like dangling like that consequence in front of them. It may sound a little bit intimidating, but once you get it down, it really starts to come natural. And so I want you to really think when you're writing your scenes, how can I make this even more tense, even more juicy, even more like butt clenching? Like you need to like really think about how to make this scene the most crazy and exciting and thrilling and nerve-wracking for your reader. And that's going to keep them flipping those pages. And that's exactly what you want them to do. So I hope this helped. If you want to pick up my books, you can get them anywhere. They're on Kindle Unlimited, Audible, paperback, and really pretty hardcovers. And I do signed copies if you want them. Just DM me. And I will see you guys on the next one.